Night. Are you ready?
Are you ready for the podcast? Whole lot we gon' broadcast. Dropping gems, these are all facts. Shooting flicks like Men in Black. Are you ready for the podcases? Hitting every spot, Dalmatian. Taking off like a spaceship. Podcast is not basic. 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 Let's go. Podcast is not basic.
What's up? What's up, everybody? Yo, this is welcome to Podcases, episode 14. You know what I'm saying? Sisters with JEEPS. This is your man, Fifth.
Man, and your boy CY, 14, man, we rolling.
14, yo. Welcome to the Podcases, bro. We are the purveyors of stimulated conversations, the originators of entertainment. Welcome. Number 14 is in the building, my brother. How are you?
Hey, I'm good, man. I'm good. It's Sunday. It's midsummer. Nice weather. Everything's opening back up. Look like it might close in a minute, but but for now, stuff is opening back up, man. It's
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy with that, man. You know that I saw something early today that it's going to be like the stats are going back up for COVID.
Oh, man.
And California, put their mask mandate back on. So things are, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting, brother. It's going to be this.
Definitely, that's what I was talking about, man. I love Sunday morning news, man. It's kind of like a cheat sheet because they go over everything that's happened all week, And man, they had a huge segment on the day about this Delta variant and the numbers going up. And basically, I mean, what I got out of it, they were saying a lot of people, because most of the places are saying, hey, if you're vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask. If you're not, we recommend you do. Well, they're saying the people who aren't vaccinated are just being like, yo, I ain't wearing no mask. And they're saying that people are getting sick, man. And this this new variant is this strand is a little more lethal than the original one. So it's kind of interesting, man, to be honest, like what's going to happen.
Well, that's one of those things where I think it's going to kind of like transform and transmogrify its way into just being something like the flu. It's something we're going to have to live with. You know what I'm saying? Now, if the death toll keeps going up, we'll see how this thing works out. But that's crazy, man. Hey, man, I feel remiss that we didn't start the show by giving an RIP to Biz Markie, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, definitely.
That was, it's sad, man. He's a pioneer in hip hop, whatever. His own style, which is missing today. I like, I think, but yeah, I felt, I just want to, say this. I felt we should have started the show with that, and salute, rest in peace, brother.
Yeah, man, it was sad, man. It seems like every other week, man, somebody is passing away, man.
Yeah, man, it is sad, bro. And I'm just hoping that we I know we started doing this some time ago. People have started giving people their flowers. Like legendary artists and things like that. Just people in general. I'm glad we're starting to see how fragile life is. So I love how people giving people their flowers now, man. But salute, rest in heaven, my brother.
Yeah, Biz, man. A lot of people don't realize. I've been to a party he DJ'd before. He was, man, a legendary DJ. I mean, his albums and stuff was good, but man, Biz Markie. And I can't dance, but you don't want to get off the floor when he was spinning, man. Like Biz was,
yeah, man. Yeah, he's different. I thought he was different. I thought his music is just I just love it. People ain't gonna never put him in the top 10 or nothing like that. But yo, salute to Biz Markie, brother. I love you, man. We love your music, man. God rest you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
And I want to add this on too, man. Who else passed away this week? I'm gonna throw you something at you. This is a softball. A curveball, but guess who passed away this week? You may not know him, but guess who else passed away?
Who?
Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff, legendary wrestler. Any wrestling fans out there know Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff, man? You know what I'm saying? I know Big Chris know who he is, but yo, he also passed away this week, man. But he's a legend. Any kid that would love wrestling back in the 80s, man, we know who Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff is, man. So rest in heaven, man. You know,
Oh, okay.
but yeah,
Okay.
man, that's crazy. You know, you did mention about the whole COVID deal, man. How it's kind of rearing its ugly head again, man. Do you think even with what we saw last year, it'll ever go back to being like a lockdown like it was before? You know?
I don't know if we go back to that.
Mhm.
But I think they go back to telling people to wear masks, and I mean they are really aggressive with this vaccination stuff. I mean I got vaccinated, but I mean, man, this morning they were talking like knocking on, going door to door, and like all
Yo,
types of.
is that true, man? Is because I go to a lot of again, I'm a conspiracy theories guy, so I spend too much time on their websites. But that's something that's really happening in terms of knocking on people's doors, because I did hear that.
That's what they were saying, man, and the president gave a rare a rare comment this week, and he was like, that people who aren't vaccinated are pushing the pandemic forward, and man, and I haven't, since the election, I hadn't
Right.
seen President Biden a lot, but man, he looked like he already aging in the White House, man, and then he's already old. But now, I mean, it was kind of like, man, if you get a chance, go back and pull up that video. It was like,
Mhm.
I mean, it like that. Boy, I guess that job takes a toll on you.
Well, wasn't he? He's the oldest guy to ever take that office, right?
Is it out? What is he, like 78 or something? 75?
He's up there, bro. He's up there. There's no way on earth he can run for re-election.
Yo,
it ain't gonna happen, bro. We can't have that. We cannot have that. There's no way on earth he can run for re-election.
Man, they had during the election season, man. They had a commercial. Trump's people had put out a commercial, and it was President Biden, and he was like, he was like, man, sometimes I feel like it's 1920.
Hey, man.
That joke was funny. Yeah, hey, Tip just said it. That's what he called out social media for furthering the conspiracy theories about the vaccine. Man, now the lawyer in me says we are really coming up on First Amendment rights.
Oh God!
What people can say and what they can't say. You can't. I mean, you. I mean, with this whole thing, man. This could be a show. With this whole thing, you getting into a lot of HIPAA stuff. You getting into a lot of First Amendment stuff. And
right.
we have the right. You got the right to refuse or do whatever with medical care. So we get into a whole lot of that stuff. We won't discuss it here now.
Right.
But man, you kind of breach that, man, when you're like, hey, man, you can't say what you want to say. What? Like, I don't have to regulate what people say, and people. I mean, it's kind of like I think when they opened it up back up, man, they came back and it basically what the government was saying was like, yo, get vaccinated or you on your own, because what they were saying this morning on CBS was that people who are vaccinated who catch it are not experiencing symptoms. Like we saw, like Chris Paul tested positive, a lot of the Olympic people tested positive, but they're saying they don't experience symptoms, whereas this variant is so dangerous now. People who are not vaccinated, it's like almost guaranteed to wipe them out.
So okay, wow. So if you are vaccinated, that variant is not, you get it, but it's not like a.
I guess you could test positive. They saying you probably won't even know you have it, but you could test positive, and if you test positive, you probably don't have any symptoms. Man,
that's crazy. Like I said, man, I don't think no matter what happens, no matter how bad it gets, say if the new variants went on a fucking tear and start wiping people out, they would not lock this shit down ever again. That it is so many people. Let me tell you something. Once you plant a seed of doubt in anybody, they will in the face of science, in the face of just evidence, they will battle that. So I think with the last administration, they put so many seeds of doubt about it out there that there's no way in the world they will allow it to be shut down again. Now, if everyone's like a kumbaya and everything's like we're trying to be safe with it, if that was all the way across the board, all the way in political realm as well, people would be more at ease of shutting down, but not now. You know what I'm saying? They will fight
bro.
this tooth and nail. They will fight this tooth and nail, I think.
They who?
The people that still think Trump won.
No, man. Based on
I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real.
I can remember last March when a friend of mine told me, "Hey, my brother's out in Seattle, and we need to be prepared to be locked down for like 2 weeks." I was like, "There's no way in the hell they can lock America down for 2 weeks." And we was locked down for almost a damn year. So based on what they've done, man, I don't think anything's impossible now, man. I don't think any. All you really need is like there's only a few companies that if you shut a few companies down, you can lock down America. Yeah, it's only a few. I mean, they have a lot of ways you can do it. Hell, you shut down Walmart, that's 25%. Think about when Walmart was closing at like 7 or 8 o'clock at night.
Right.
And motherfuckers was like, "Oh, what do I do now? Can't go to Walmart."
Right. You know, I mean, you gotta understand, man. It's going to come a time when that's going to rear its ugly head again. If this variant is what they say it is, and what I kind of like hear rumors about, it's going to test that once again, because I doubt it if people will allow that happen again to that nature. When the economy got affected, it was just like it was bad for a lot of people. But for me, I think it gave people a lot of time to reset mentally with their families and everything like that. I don't think the lockdown was that bad. I really don't.
Depends on what you do.
Okay, right. I get that, but even if you were affected, I guess, with your jobs and all of that stuff like that. But I think you mentally, well, I guess it's tough to be laid off and be mentally sound. You know what I'm saying? So I guess that's not a good thing to say. But I thought in terms of like family wise, getting yourself reset and all that. For me, when it just like shut everything down and people, I don't know, it slowed everything down, because sometimes I think we move so fast and we get mentally drained and all of that. I think that it slowed everybody down. Now the tensions got high towards the end and towards the middle of it, but I thought it was a good thing if it's done short term and done the right way. You know, I think lockdown, I think it's not a bad deal, bro.
I don't know, man. I think it depends on, you got a lot of people out here that the only interaction is like work and things like that. When you take that away from a lot of people, man, I can imagine the people that suffer with mental health issues, man, and things like that. I mean, and who's to say? I mean, a lot of people were saved this time because of the stimulus package that that the Congress put forth and the unemployment situation. But if they didn't do that, man, this could have turned real bad.
Well, yeah, it could have, bro, and I do believe that, and that brought up an interesting question. Someone sent this. Somebody sent this a few weeks back. We never got to it. I just thought, just piggyback off what you asked just now. It's just about the whole with the economy and stuff like that. Can one person really just pay those bills? Like, people being married and stuff like that. Can one person really pay all the bills still? You know what I'm saying? Even if you just had like say for example, my question is it possible? Because I see this a lot. I know you probably see it on social media too. Is it possible for just one person to pay the bill? Say, like, if you married, right? Yeah. You're like, well, the man got to pay all. The man got to pay all the bills. Men don't really sound like that, but I'm just going by that. The man got to pay all the bills. If he's a real man, he pays all the bills. Is that possible nowadays? Like, just like, huh?
Yeah. Well, you single? I'm single. I pay all my bills. I pay all my bills.
No, that's not my question. If you're married. If you live in a house with a married woman, and they got family, kids, and things in the house like that, is it possible for the average person just to pay all the bills in the house, maybe like the household expenses? That's the responsibility.
Depends on what area that you live in.
What you mean honestly. By that? What you mean by that?
Because like
Yeah, I think we lost sight of it real quick there, but yeah, it was just a question I just had about whether that is possible. Like if one person can pay all the bills and stuff like that. So it just go here. Sorry, yeah.
My bad,
So
bro.
no, it's all good, man. But yeah, man, that it was just a quick question I had. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I see it all the time. People saying only one person should pay the bills in the house like that. And I was like, yo, is that still a feasible thing to be financially sound for one person to do it?
Well,
Just a question.
yeah, what I was saying before I got kicked off was I think the cost of living, like the cost of living in DC, you know, you need to make six figures to live comfortable. You don't really have to do that in North Carolina. You see what I'm saying? So
Right.
I think when you factor that in, but now with these companies coming in and into North Carolina, Apple and Amazon and driving prices up and rent prices up, everybody celebrates the companies coming in. Nobody
Right.
thinks about what's going to happen to the average family. Average family making $50,000 or $60,000. How are they going to make it when rent prices are going up to $1,500, $1,600, $1,700 for a one bedroom? You know what I mean?
Yeah, yo, it's crazy. Yo, man, that's crazy. And that's always been a thing with me is like, I always, yeah, I guess the answer is one for me, one person could do it, but why should you? You know what I'm saying? But yo, episode 14, man, I gotta say something real quick, man. We got something real special for everybody today, man. I didn't want to waste too much time with it. Not saying waste time, but just kind of like prolong it. Um, a few weeks ago, you know what I'm saying? They had a huge car show here in Atlanta. And someone sent me uh, this post about he's like, man, just check this out. They real cool or whatever. All right, cool. Let me send it to me. So he sent it to me, and I thought it was the coolest concept ever. You know what I'm saying? I never heard of it, but once you hear about it, you're like, yo, it makes sense. It's like that makes sense. But you want to hear more about it, right? So I'm like, okay, that's dope. So I kind of went in and did some digging with it, man. And I'm like, yo, that's impressive. That's dope. I think it's super dope how when women kind of big themselves up and put things together like that, and they all and they talk about just coming together, lifting each other up. I think it was dope, bro. And then they did it with they do it, they do it with JEEPS, man. So I just thought it was super dope. And so I reached out to her and I asked, I say, man, would you give us the pleasure of coming on and talking to us and just kind of like giving us a little more detail about your group and how it works and things like that. And I was like, okay, we'll see what happens with this. But yeah, she actually agreed to it and was very nice about it and said that she would love to come on and stuff like that. So man, how could I not bring on and talk about it and tell us more about what it is, um, so we're gonna bring on Miss Tania Davis, man. She is the president and founder of Sister with JEEPS. You know what I'm saying? So everybody, let's welcome her.
Hey, what's happening?
Hey, Tanya, how you doing? Welcome to the Podcases.
I am great. How you guys doing?
We're great. We're great. So so this is Miss Tania Davis. She is the president and the founder of Sister with JEEPS, and we thought it, like I said, when I first heard about it, I thought it was a super dope idea, and then I heard about how you guys maneuver, you do car shows and things like that, and you got like different chapters or whatever. So
Yeah.
I was very I thought it was dope, and I was like, yo, man, I would love to have her on and kind of talk to us about it and tell her what's going on with it. So so Tanya, just welcome to the podcast again, and just tell us a little bit about who you are and Sisters with JEEPS.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate the platform to talk about Sisters with JEEPS. I am Tania K. Davis, as you stated. I'm from Shreveport, Louisiana. I currently reside in Houston, Texas, though. I'm a Louisiana Tech graduate. I have 3 degrees. My undergrad is in human resources. I have a master's in project management. And I also have an MBA. I'm an author of 2 self-help journals, The Encouraged 10, and then I also have Your Next Journey as well. I was a professor at Lone Star College for 3.5 years. And I'm also a flight attendant for United Airlines. I've been a flight attendant for 21 years. But my latest and greatest creation is Sisters with JEEPS.
Yo, that's dope. You seem like you got your irons in a lot of fires, and that's impeccable.
Oh, yeah.
That's really, that's a lot, you know. So welcome. You want so my thing was when I saw it, Sisters with Jeeps. Could you tell us, you know, the main reason why you guys put it together and how it came about?
Okay. Well, it came about, like, I guess with anything comes about because there's a need for it. I felt that there was a need to create an organization that was predominantly for women of color,
Mhm.
because there are a lot of Jeep clubs and groups, but a lot of them don't cater to us being Black and then female. So I felt that there was a need for it. And then anything that I do, it must be purposeful or profitable. And so,
No doubt.
you know, and so I said, well, I'm going to create this organization, and the number one priority of it is service. Being that I'm an Alpha Kappa Alpha woman, service
Okay.
all mankind is just embedded in me, and so and
Right.
that's what I do. And so that's the premise of Sisters with Jeeps. We provide a service, and then sisterhood, and then everything else that comes along with that, like circulating the Black dollar, because we do that within the organization. All of those things are a bonus, but the first thing is service.
No doubt.
Okay. So, again, appreciate you coming on tonight, Tanya. First, let me ask you, tell the people what your membership numbers look like.
Right now, okay, so we made 1 year on June 4th, yay. And right now we have almost 200 members. We're like one.
Wow.
We have a chapter in Houston, Atlanta, the DMV, and Virginia.
Oh
Okay.
wow.
And how are you going about growing your chapters and growing the organization?
Well, it has been with people reaching out to the organization and saying, hey, bring Sisters with Jeeps here. If a lot of the cities had it their way, we would be in more places, because
Right.
asked to come to New York, to the Carolinas, to Indiana, California. I mean, there have been so many places, even Boston.
Wow.
I'm like, I didn't even know it was Black people there. Yeah, they've been asking for us to come to several places. It's just that it's one me, and we don't have the foundation yet to kind of branch out any more than what we've already done. So I'm not saying that it's not going to happen, because it will.
Oh yeah.
The vision for it is for it to be a global organization.
Mhm.
I am global, and so the organization will definitely be global.
Right.
Yeah, that's dope. So you got like the different chapters within a year. What you guys have done in terms of chapters.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. That's big. You
Yeah.
know. So how are you getting the word out about it? Like, when you first started out to get the word out, what was your main mechanism for it?
Actually, it was Instagram. We have,
Mhm.
I think most of the traction was on Instagram, and we also have Facebook as well. But it was Instagram, and the one thing that has stood out the most, when I've met people that want to be a part of the organization, is they say, you guys respond. A lot of times you have Instagram accounts, and
Mhm.
people write in and say stuff, and then no one replies. But I'm
Right.
really big on, if I just find that it's rude if anyone says something to you, for you not to respond, especially if it's something positive. I don't respond to all negative stuff, but
Right.
if it's something positive, you just asking me a question. I find that it's very rude to not answer.
Not respond. Yeah.
I can attest to that. I
Mhm.
can attest to that. Because when I reached out, it was within like I think it was 12 hours or something
Yeah,
like that. It was like, yo, I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
yo,
I tried it.
your response time is impeccable.
Oh,
I've never
thank you,
seen anything like it.
thank
Even
you.
on emails. I'm like, man, she's quick. So I can't walk away from my computer when I'm emailing and texting you. But yeah, I can attest to your promptness on replying. I was like, man, that's dope. So I saw what you guys did here in Atlanta a couple of weeks ago around the 4th of July weekend. Now,
Yeah.
when you guys do car shows often? Is that something that just you started doing, or you like we do more of this?
No, that kind of fell in our lap. I So what happened is it's kind of like a little freak story. Someone sent me a message on IG about DJ Envy having a car show, and the initial message was they wanted, a couple of the Jeeps so that they could detail the Jeeps, for the show. And I'm like, okay, I can work that out for you, whatever, how many Jeeps, blah, blah, blah. And so the more I looked into it, I'm like, I'm just going to reach out to Envy,
Right, right, right.
I mean, just as cavalier as I said it is just as cavalier as I did it. And he responded. And so that's,
wow.
yeah, that started the dialogue between he and I. And then he connected me with his assistant. And she called me on the worst day of my life. My best friend passed away. They took her off life support on the 14th of April, that morning at 3 a.m. And then at 8 o'clock that night, I'm on the phone with Envy's assistant telling me he want a whole section for Sistas with Jeeps. I can bring 50 Jeeps in, and just laying out the red carpet. So I got the best news on the worst day of my life.
Wow, that's crazy. Like I said, your presentation on social media and about Sister with Jeeps is just it brought me in, so I could see why Envy would want to do anything with you guys. It seems like what you guys are your plan for everything, just bringing sisters together and everything like that. You wanted something for y'all, and and that you are inclusive, but you want to be more with the sisters and all that. I thought that was super super dope, and so that's the thing is like when you had your own section out there, what was the vibe like? What was the question? Some of the questions guys may have been getting about just what you guys do, because it just makes sense. Sisters with Jeep at a car show, right?
Right. I mean, the response was phenomenal. I met so many people, and it has opened up so many corporate doors for Sisters with Jeeps. Like I have a meeting on tomorrow with corporate, business, Fortune 500 company, so it really, that was definitely a blessing. I feel like my best friend is up there interceding for me. She's blocking stuff because, anytime you getting ready to do anything major, you need angels around you. You need people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I know I have a lot of them blocking for me. I have a great team of queens that's in the organization, and we just work well together, and we feed off each other's energy. It's just, you would have to be around us. The energy is real,
I see your post.
Yeah, and it's real. It's nothing's fake, nothing is forced, and I know I'm not for everybody, and that's okay.
Right.
I'm okay with that. But this organization, if you can't get with our vibe, because this is about service, and then the next, and if those are not two important components of your life, if that's not your character, this isn't the organization for you. So and a lot of people are joining based on, I guess, the buzz of it right now. And so I'm saying that I got to tweak some things going forward, because I'm too real fake. And so
I get it. No, hey, I hear it all the time about myself, so I get it. I feel at home with you on this. I totally get it.
How do you join?
Well, you could join via the website. You needed to be 21 years of age, have a Jeep Automotive. It didn't have to be a Wrangler or any of that. We asked for you to have a passion for service, of course, and live within the area. Well, since DJ Envy happened, people have been joining, and they live in Ohio, and they trying to join the chapter. It's, you're going to be, when it's time to do service events, you're not going to be available for that. And so that means you're not going to get the full
effect of it.
Of the organization, because it's paramount for me to meet all of my members.
Right.
I didn't just, create this just to have a whole lot of people out there. I actually come to these cities, and I like to chop it up, meet them, and stuff, and spend time with them. If I'm gonna call you sis, I need to mean it,
That's what's up.
That.
So are you guys going the nonprofit route, or what's kind of next as far as
Oh,
or what
next,
is the entity?
already done that. We are a 501c3
Okay.
organization. Yeah. All of the tax, we good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
let me ask you this. I hear about your service attributes. What's some of the things you guys like to do, like in terms of feeding the homeless? What are
We've
some of the niches you guys work on?
We've kind of done it all. We've done feed the homeless. We've given Christmas gifts to the homeless. We've done autism. We have a back to school drive that's coming up. That's being hosted by a Jeep dealership, and that's the one in Atlanta, in Houston. There's a restaurant that's hosting that one.
Okay.
But all of the chapters, we're all on the same page. So August is back to school. So
Right.
all
Wow.
is with school drive.
Well, with that, I got your website up here
Okay.
on your screen here.
Uh-huh.
Do you guys take donations via your website? Is that okay? How do you guys normally take your donations?
Yeah, we can take donations via the website. I like for it to do, go Apple Pay, because that goes
Okay.
directly to Sistas with Jeeps, account. But I know everybody can't do Apple Pay if they don't have an Apple phone. So if you send donations to me, then I can just transfer it over to
Okay.
Sistas nonprofit
Yeah.
account.
I
Yeah.
get that information from you. So when we repost this, we'll have all your donation information
Right.
Okay.
readily available. So that's anybody want to donate. I'm gonna say it right here and right now.
Huh?
For me and my man Cy, the Podcases, I'm gonna donate the Podcases. We're gonna donate right to tonight. We're gonna
Okay.
donate $100 to
Oh,
Sisters with Jeeps. Because I think
we
like I think what you guys are doing is amazing.
Oh yeah.
So you got $100 coming strictly from the Podcases. We're gonna start it off right and get whatever you need from us ever. We there
uh-huh.
for you. We're there.
Oh,
Whatever
wow.
you need from us, we got
Thank
you.
you so
And
much.
I think it's an incredible organization. What you have done within a year's time,
Mm-hmm.
within a
It's
year,
amazing.
it's amazing. And all that you have done. You're a flight attendant. You were full time job, and wrote the books. This is amazing. So we want to salute you, and we love what you guys are doing. And we're here for you anytime you need anything from us.
Yeah, I appreciate, but I do want to say I didn't do it all by myself. I have a great team of queens
Right.
that I tell them all the time, they're the wind beneath my wings. I couldn't have done half of it without them.
Right.
I'm visionary, but it takes some workers to
Right.
actually get some things done, and I have some amazing queens that work. Um, they are amazing.
Yeah,
Right.
it's great because I saw a post earlier today. There's an event next week near Atlanta for the I think it's a walk or whatever you want. I think it's a
Cancer,
walk
right? That's next Sunday.
next
Uh-huh.
Sunday. Great,
Yeah,
great. So
that's
we
Cancer Society, American Cancer Society. Yes.
Exactly. Yes. So I saw that post come up, and like I said, we're going to get all your information out to everybody to get involved with what they're doing. She said it. It's about service, and she has
Yep.
lived it, and she has done it, and we're going to help you out as best we can. We think it's an awesome idea. And the post. Let me tell you something. Go to the Instagram. Their posts.
Oh yeah.
The Instagram is crazy. I love it.
Uh-huh.
The way they salute each other with their posts, and the Jeeps on there are crazy. So no, go check them out. It is super dope. We love it. And anytime you want to come rock with the podcasts, please just let me know. She's super responsive on the tech on the Instagram. So she's on it. So whoever she's got with her and all that, everyone's doing their job. So we love it.
Thank, thank
You
Everybody.
know.
you.
A-
Yeah.
a- Anything else you want to add? Because I know, like I said, you want to tell us about your books. Because I know you're an author as well.
Well, yeah. I mean, but that was a season where
Okay.
that was like therapeutic for me, And so with life, you have different seasons for different things,
Right.
And I'm a uh um I write everything down. That's what the
Right.
Bible says, write down the vision and make it plain. So
Mhm.
I am a notebook, cross things off the list, type of person.
Right.
That's what were,
Mhm.
kind of did that. And I know that everything that I've done unto this point has prepared me for where I am now.
Right.
So yeah, it was just, that was preparation. I mean, but you can still get the book. I think the website is still
No, like I
live.
just like I said, just the magnitude of stuff that you have accomplished, is amazing. So, like I said, anything you have done, we want to highlight it. So,
Oh,
so salute to you on that. You know.
yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
So let me ask you. I think that's what, in my opinion, sets it apart. I mean, sets Sisters with Jeeps apart is the service portion of it. Because you get a lot of people, in car clubs or motorcycle clubs or whatever type of clubs, and they don't do a lot of service. What sparked that in you?
Well, like I said, I am an Kappa Alpha woman, and
Okay.
is service to all mankind. So that is just something that's ingrained in me. It's so ingrained in me till the other day I was on a flight. I wasn't working the flight. I didn't have my wings on or any of that stuff. And I'm just walking down the aisle to go to the restroom, and a gentleman stopped me. He touched me, stopped me. And that's the type of stop I don't like. Touch me, stop me, to give me trash. And then he asked for like some more snacks or whatever. So I just smiled and I said, you know what, I'm not working this flight, but I will bring it back to you. That's just who I am.
You
That's
are.
just, because that's what I do. I know my purpose in life is to be of a service. That's when I get the most joy, is when I'm helping someone else do something. So
Hey, lift as we climb, as they say.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, I just like I said, I'm gaga over what you guys are doing,
oh
Yeah,
thank
me too.
and the added fact that you are, aka,
oh
it's amazing as well. It's amazing as well. So I know some amazing AKAs.
Well,
I gotta say this before I get it. The mother of my children is an AKA, so I
oh,
know
she's a
how
phenomenal.
beautiful they are. They are beautiful women, and
Yeah.
what she has given me, two beautiful daughters.
Hey.
Salute. That's an added bonus. So that's what's up.
Yes. I love it. I love it. You got.
well, one of us pledged the right month in 1911.
Oh.
The other didn't.
Uh-huh.
I'm
Oh.
not gonna put you on the spot and make you ask, or make you guess. But I'll just tell you, one of us pledged January 5th. I mean, pledged in the fraternity that was started January 5th, 1911, and then the other one was later, like sometime down the line. So I won't put any pressure on you,
It'll never
but
stop.
I can definitely appreciate the fact that you're a woman of Alpha Kappa Alpha.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So again, we're gonna the podcast is gonna donate something real nice. I said $100. We got to put $50 more. We're gonna do 150
My
with
goodness.
that. Me and my man Sai, we're gonna
I'm gonna keep talking to see how get it. And all night. What y'all
it's like a telethon. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we got 150.
Yeah, get them on the
Tell
phone.
those members to stop commenting or to keep going up. Stop commenting or to keep going up.
This is a telethon. We got 150 coming from the podcasts tonight. You know what I'm saying? Just for you coming on, rocking with us, tell us your story, tell us what you guys are doing. Like I said, anything we can do for you. You got something coming up, send it to me. I'll make sure we get it out to our people and everybody to know about it. You got a home here forever, and I'm gonna let you know that.
Oh, wow.
You got all my contact information. You got the show's contact information.
Yeah.
Anything you got coming on, we'll bump somebody to get you guys on, so you can tell everybody about what you guys got going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, thank you so much. You guys,
no problem. That's the least we can do. We love it. All your information is on the stage, on the screen. Everybody go check them out. We got the website here, the IG here. Let's go, everybody, support them, get them rocking, because what they're doing is important, and everybody, we need to come together as family and do it and help them out. That's a salute to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Anything else you want to say to the Podcases Nation?
I just appreciate the platform, and whenever you guys want us to come back, we will definitely come back. There's no audience that's too small, for us. Because
salute.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Salute. So, Ms. Tania Davis, I really appreciate it. We're going to be connected after the show. I'm going to send you some information, get some stuff from you so we can make sure we get that donation to you post haste, as they say. You know. All right. Hey, have a wonderful Sunday. Thank you so much, yo. Everybody, should give a salute, yo, Sisters with Jeeps, Miss Tania Davis. Thank you so much. Okay.
Thank you. Y'all have a good night.
You too.
You
You
too.
too. You too. Yo, man, that is dope, bro.
Oh,
It's dope.
definitely.
I like that. I thought the concept was amazing. What they got doing. So everybody, yo, go salute them. So go support them. You know, and you know that is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, it is, man. I mean, and we didn't even mention the fact that all of this is kind of getting going during COVID.
That's the crazy part. That's the crazy part. All this is going to, and like I said, she pivoted. You know, she saw a need for something and she pivoted. And I saw that when you were saying about COVID, man. A lot of people did pivot. They found different ways to make money and to kind of circumvent the problems that they were having as a result of COVID. You know, losing jobs and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Oh, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So what side I've been talking about for a while, and we have been not very good at doing this. You know, kind of following up on our viewers with the mail and everything like that. And so we thought it was important that we start making time for that. You know, giving people whatever they, you know, because we get comments all the time, Si. You and I talk about we get comments all the time about the show and things we say, or you know, just whatever about the show. People always
Right.
you know say something to us, and sometimes we get a chance to talk about what we receive. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna start putting some of that some of the comments and suggestions and even the questions that we got out to you guys, and you know we can kind of discuss it that way, whatever, man. But I thought that we had started out with doing that, man. So you know I thought it was cool. So anytime anybody got like any questions or comments about about the show, man, yo, put it, you know, the information down there. It's the media at thepodcases.com. We do get a lot of comments on the inboxes, but you can contact us any way you want to, man. It is what it is, you know.
Yeah, we get a lot, man, and you know some positive, some usually the not so positive is normally dealing with our opinion on something.
Mhm.
You know, we are human. We have opinions.
You think
Everybody's not
opinions are
going.
safe?
I
Opinions are
don't
safe
think.
nowadays?
Well, we would be cheating the audience if we tried to have a safe opinion. You know, male and females are not going to agree on relationships
Right,
all the time.
right.
There's some things that I like that some things that I don't like. I don't think I have to apologize for it. You know, it's just an opinion. You know, you can have an opinion on something. You know, people say, oh, you got a platform. Well, you know, anybody can create a platform just like we did. If you want a platform to put your opinion out if you disagree with mine. But it doesn't have to be that way. But some people, kind of attack you in there. How you think like that? That's right.
Yeah.
Like, good gracious.
Yeah,
Like,
you know, it is a funny thing when you do say that, man. And the reason, one of the reasons why we did this, because sometimes side our opinions are, we don't agree with each other all the time, and some of our opinions we never agree with a lot of people all the time. So I thought we brought that in, and again, it's just our opinions. It's an opinionated. We got opinionated facts here. I think my opinions are factual, but so that's what it's opinionated facts on it. But there was one question that we did get an email about. I thought, and like I said, we can do anonymous, and this person wanted to remain anonymous. We didn't. We're not going to put the information up. We're going to post a question to us, and we're going to kind of like go through and just talk about it, whatever. Because like I said, it's really dope to hear what people that watch the show have to say about it. So you know what I'm saying. This is one of the questions that we did get. I thought that it'd be kind of cool to bring it out and let everybody kind of see what some of the people are saying. So the question that we had, or the question we had is, she wrote, she said, my issue is dating seriously, meaning dating with the intentional goals of a relationship, even marriage. But you are keeping the wild sexual things you like to do at bay. I do this because I don't want to become a sexually focused connection, or the dude thinking everything I've done sexually is going to do with him. So I have been I've not been forthcoming with what I like to do sexually, nor am I talking sexually with dudes. I like BTSM. What's that? BTSM. You gotta look at that up. I've dabbled with girls. I'm pretty open sexually. I'm not with dudes and trannies, or I didn't read this prior. I didn't get this far down the letter, but it said I'm not with dudes and or I don't know why I read that twice, or trannies or threesomes with two dudes going at it or anything else. I'm pretty open. She is obviously open. This is in my current dating pool. I do not mention any of that. And her question is, how can I approach the dating scene differently to get a different outcome? Um, that is a packed up letter there, dog. It is a packed up letter there, man. So you want to unpack that first, bro, or just
Nah, I mean, no, bro. Not being honest, man. That that show on Netflix. I think it's called Life and Sex.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of just like that, man. It's kind of just like that, and I think that stuff comes out at some point, man.
What is BTSM? I don't know what that is.
That I don't know.
Yeah, look that up, man. Because look, she is pretty. That is wow. She's open.
But sweetheart, the guys probably know.
No,
they probably know.
Know what?
They probably know.
But you know what, man?
That's bondage, discipline, submission.
It's like, okay, damn, wow,
yeah,
shit. Okay, yeah.
They probably know, sweetheart. Go ahead, be yourself. Be yourself.
Let me tell you something. With she shouldn't have any problem dating, bro. That is a magnificent resume of things you have done outside the train. She hasn't done trains and nothing like that. But outside, she's open to anything. And like I said, I don't think you lead off with that. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing you don't lead off with.
But how when is the right time for that to come out? Because you wait too late, then it's like.
Well, I guess when that, because I think, and I hear it all the time. I don't want to say I hear it all the time, but I do hear this. People say that, listen, they know when that right person is. They didn't believe in love until they met that right person. And I've known people who are happily together, about to get married or married, that are like, yo, they knew it, they felt it. So with her, I think she will know, she will feel it, and all that will come out. I think you better spoon feed it to the guy, but it will come out.
I'm gonna step out for the ladies, man. I think that's one of the unequal things about dating, because we can have that history and it's not really coming out. But if a female has that history, particularly like doing threesomes and she dabbling in this and she dabbling in that, when you find out, you kind of like, oh man, that might be too much for me. Like, like, no. It might not be too much for you to date, but it might be too much for you to like marry.
No,
come on, bro. I know you. Come on, get out of here, man. I know you,
bro. Again, just because I haven't. That's not where I am. That's not where I can't go there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we evolve as human beings, bro. We evolve. Like I said, dude, there's nothing wrong. Like in certain parts of the world,
that's going backwards, though.
So, okay, let me ask you a question. Do you think having two wives is going backwards?
I don't think it's feasible, so I haven't even thought about it. I don't think it can happen.
Why not? Like,
I mean, I guess we had the polygamous on, so I guess.
Well, no, I know. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to be funny. That's a serious question. I think if you really like somebody, there's more on the table when it comes sexually wise or just anything, just life in general.
Yeah, but I think it gives you something to think about, man. Like it depends on if we both live in Boise, Idaho, where we don't know anybody, but if we went to undergrad together, and you about to tell me that I was a QET and I took care of all the spring 90s. You might kind of be like, I don't know. Or, you back out. You at home. Okay, so you at home coming at the tailgate, holding hands. And it's like, him too?
Hey, let's keep it real, though. Even if you say undergrad, do you really know? I think the only way you can really know if you go to someone's, you go to their hometown or you marry them from their hometown. I'm not saying everybody's wild and all that, but you really don't know what you got, man or female, until like you go to their hometown, see what they say. Your life do not start in undergrad. A lot of people may think it does, but it don't.
But
the history doesn't start there either.
Here's what I'm saying though. We saying the same thing. A lot of stuff happens in college in that 20-some-year-old range.
Right.
If I'm saying, if I meet somebody, we meet at 40 and we went to undergrad, we didn't really know each other. And she has to then tell me, oh, the guy you do the podcasts with, yeah, one night we hooked up. And your line brother from Shaw, one night we hooked up. Man, you can't tell me you like, oh yeah, okay, well, take them off the wedding invite list.
But it doesn't.
Don't invite Q-Tip. Don't invite.
Okay, but would that prevent you from marrying that person or being with that person?
It probably does prevent you from marrying her. I think it may. I don't know. I hadn't been in that situation, but I think it definitely makes you a little bit more skeptical, depending on when you learned it. Now, if you on that. Because now we've had classmates who've like married people and dated people and like almost in the same circle. Yeah, but I'm saying if you learn that late, I don't know, man. Some stuff is gonna X you out. I mean, it just depends on on what's important to you.
I tell you what. I can almost guarantee you this: if you're 45, at least 45.
I'm not there yet.
Well, I'm just saying. Well, in that mid 40s, whatever. Somewhere in that area, in that age range. I'm not talking. If you did all this in your 20s, that's one thing. But somewhere in that 45 years of your life, there's some derogatory things that you and only God know about.
Right.
So my thing is like I don't think that what somebody has done so long ago prevents them from being your soulmate. I just don't believe that because I know the catastrophic shit I've done.
That's a soul. There are some things out there called soul blockers.
Yo, I know some of the catastrophic shit I've done, and there's no reason a woman now that I'm dating need to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'll be single forever. And that could be true, but I think women and men's engage in forgiveness are totally different. She may not give a fuck, and I think most women don't. They're just so forgiving. You know what I'm saying?
Most men do.
So you would be single for the rest of your life if every woman you found had something. Not saying recently.
No, because I wouldn't be looking for that stuff. But I'm saying if you run across it. Now, like I'm saying, if we went to school together and this stuff she's going to admit this stuff to you because it's going to come out. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, I got
versus if somebody who went to maybe, say, Winston-Salem State or A&T, and you might not know that what she did on campus, and it may never come out, or if it come out, you've been married 3 years, it's too late already. Right. Versus we at homecoming and all the alphas coming up speaking to your girl, and you're like, damn, how you know all that? I didn't know you was in school with them. Oh, I was an alpha sweetheart. Oh, well, what y'all have to do? Oh, well, we, I think there's, I think there's kind of, because I think everybody, like, I think most people are going to have some things that they don't want to, bring out to the forefront, women or men.
Right. I don't expect you. Listen, I don't want to hear about you. I don't want to hear about it personally.
Right.
But if it happens,
unless it involves somebody I know or I got to be around.
No, I don't want to hear about that shit.
You don't. So you wouldn't want to know.
No, bro. I won't want to know. I won't want to know because if I'm already invested, if I'm invested, and I think you and our gauges could be different, whatever. But when you're invested in someone, when you're that far along, man, just leave that shit where it's at, bro. I don't need to know, bro. I'm
gonna find out a little bit before I invest. I'm gonna research my stock.
But see, that's I think that's the problem though, because if you look hard enough, you look long enough, you're gonna find things about everybody that you may not to particularly agree with or like, and I think that could prevent you from finding somebody that you really are interested in.
I don't want to look that hard, but I do want to know like my main guys, like my you know, I don't want my wife to have slept with somebody in my wedding party.
So how do you present that? Do you pull out a scrap book on your first date? Like, look here now.
No.
These are my friends.
No.
You know what
You
I'm
just
saying?
know. I mean, just through the natural progression of,
But do you say this to her? Like, hey,
no,
you know, but
no.
that's what I'm saying. Besides, that's what I'm saying. If they don't tell you, you won't know. They're not gonna bring that shit up. No
So
one's
you don't think that's that. Now you telling me if you meet somebody and I've slept with her and she doesn't tell you, you don't think that's disrespectful and she know how close we are? Come on, bro. Nah.
Well,
that's sneaky. That's very sneaky.
Okay. Well, let me put a caveat on that. What I'm saying is I will let her know I don't want to know. I don't want to know about you. I don't want to know about that shit. Okay. Because like I said though, because like it's not gonna be her. Now if she's like, okay, I gotta tell you something. Like, okay, what the fuck, you know? But if I walk in and I think like, yo, I got something here. I really got something here. I never felt this way before. Listen, man, I want to keep all distractions out of this bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
I'd rather know. If I know from the beginning and then just give it to me early on, and if I can deal with it, I can deal with it. If I can't, I can't. You know what I'm saying? Because you like you say, maybe it's 10, 15 years ago and I can deal with it. But I don't want my spouse holding secrets with one of my homeboys. That's a recipe for disaster. They text it. Did you say so? No. How about you? I don't want that, man.
So, okay, if she don't tell you, your homeboy tells you after you married, how do you deal with that though? You know what I'm saying? That's a whole different thing. So, like I said, I wouldn't want to know. You know what I'm saying? And you would have an idea if you kind of met, like I say, you met him at undergrad. Well, you wouldn't actually, because things do happen. But I really wouldn't give a fuck, man. If I don't ask for it, if I don't run across it, I ain't gonna look for that shit. I just don't. That is
yeah. I got you.
Now, if I find out, yes, I will become a dick about it and be like, nah, I can't deal with you. But if I don't know, hey man, it ain't none of my damn business before you met me. So it is what it is on that, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
You know? And hey, I saw something. It was saying like, how long do you like speaking of that? I guess they're talking about people that are actually in love and things of that nature. And the survey it asked just a simple question. It was like, what is the average time it takes for someone to get over love, like a heartbreak or something like that? That I think, it was like get over an ex or a heartbreak or something like that. The average time, man and female, like someone they really truly cared about, someone they was in love with, someone they was enthralled with, whatever. A real relationship and ended on whatever reasons it is. How long on the average you think it takes for someone to get over?
Probably 2 to 3 months.
Okay. That's interesting. Okay. They say average. Someone that you truly care about, love, whatever, someone you truly care about. They say the average is 17 months.
Oh wow.
17 months, man. This is 17 months. And 17 months and 26 days to get over an ex. They say that's of the people that took the survey. It was like that was the average. 17 months. It's almost close to 2 years.
You can pay a car off for 17 months. It's like a finance term.
No, man. I can see that. Somebody you really give a fuck, like you really cared about. I can see that. I mean, I don't think that's far-fetched. I can see that. You know what I'm saying? Especially if there was a large part of your life. And I'm pretty sure that's what they're saying here. The people are pretty much a large part of their life. Not a fling, not a one-night stand. Somebody who's a part of your life. It takes a lot to unravel people from your feeling fabrics. You know what I'm saying? So I think I can agree with it. I can see that 17 months is about the right time. Because you got to go through seasons, you know, like, we was together Christmas, or we was together, you know, things like that. That stuff could come about.
I've been there in death, like the death of my mom, like not getting over it. But as far as a relationship, nah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not. Well, 17. Nobody holding me down for 17 months. It's just not happening. But then again,
love is not an anchor, Si. Love is not an anchor.
It is if it's only one sided. But I think I have a uncanny ability to block stuff out, or also have an ability to focus on the negative part of a relationship and only focus on that, which allows you to get over a person a lot quicker.
That's interesting, bro. That's
yeah.
So
I can teach you that.
No, I don't want to know that shit. So if you're in a relationship, you spend a lot of time on focus on the negativity.
I'm saying if we break up, you don't want to focus on all the good times.
Okay.
You focus on the focus on what they did wrong, and that way it's like, man, I don't know.
So let me ask you questions. That's a flawed theory, because what if you did the shit that broke the relationship up and she was just a great woman, or a great guy? What?
If you did it, it shouldn't take you long. Shouldn't take you long to get over it at all.
Damn.
See, you're gonna get me attacked again. You're gonna get me attacked again.
Hey, Chris Flintstone here, man. A cave. Damn. Damn. Well, all the women we had here about 10 minutes ago, we lost them now. Shit.
No, I'm not. I'm not speaking in absolutes. I'm just saying.
Okay. Now, here's a disclaimer he about to put out. Go ahead, Chris. The floor is yours, brother.
If you made the mistake, is what I'm saying. If you lost a good thing.
Dude, man. Yo, man. I've been trying to clean up my act here lately. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to clean up my act. We're going on the road here. So I gotta make sure. I want to be the nice one. the more loving one. Because man, I get shit canned in our inbox sometimes about some of the things. Whatever. We're very nice guys. You know, we just offering some opinions and some answering some questions and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? But,
I think in a situation from a very young age, I've always paid attention to patterns, right? Okay. So if you start paying attention to patterns, you should really never be surprised, because you should know that this shit is coming. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
No, I'm telling you, man. If you should know that it's coming, and you turn from offensive to defensive quickly.
Isn't that kind of looking at the negative already?
It's being realistic, man.
Okay.
I think you're being realistic. I'm not going to sit out here and be no optimist. And maybe she didn't come home last night because her tire went flat and she just didn't call me. I'm not doing that, man. So I'm gonna be realistic.
Women don't cheat like that.
Oh God, man, but get out of here.
No. Let me finish. That's something men do. The tire change shit excuse that they gave you. Women come home, they float home. They appear by osmosis.
After she's fallen in love with this nigga from work all day.
Yo.
Then she floats home to you. No, I'm saying then she floats home to you. But they've been talking all day. They've been talking about your once she get to the point that she's talking negatively about you to him, it's over.
This is I don't speak in absolutes, but I'm gonna absolutely tell you this right here.
Go ahead.
I know for a fact, if a woman doesn't want you to know she's cheated, you will never fucking know.
Oh, you can know. Yes, you can know.
No.
I'm not talking about physically cheating, because if a woman that's
the only cheating it is.
God, the mental is worse.
Shit, no, bro.
Why you think y'all break up in April and her and him get married like in November? Because they fell in love.
I get that, but you will never know if even mentally whatever. When you find out is when she wants you to know.
Right. Okay, I agree with that. When she start, bro.
This is what I'm saying though. If a woman is cheating and she doesn't want you to know, you will never know. I don't give a fuck who you got on your team looking out for you. You will never know. If she doesn't want you to know, there's no way you'll know.
All you got to do, go back to the first episode of The Wire when Avon tell D'Angelo, all you got to do is be a little slow and a little late. And how you gonna never be a little slow and never be a little late? Everybody slips up a little bit, man.
Not a woman, bro.
Yes, they do, man. Everybody slips up a little bit.
Woman
pop up to your woman's job one day to take her some flowers or something, and see that brother sitting in the office who she's never ever mentioned that sits right next to her. Because I'm I'm gonna tell you one thing. I'm gonna tell you one thing that people do not pay attention to. Every man, because we're very arrogant creatures, right? First of all, men. But every man needs to know the type of man that your woman would be attracted to. We don't like to admit that. You need to know when you go in that office, that dude right there, she'll pay him some attention. But see, we don't pay attention to that, man. You gotta pay attention. You gotta pay attention to that. You got to.
I get what you're saying. But here's where your theory is flawed at. I would say this: you'll never know if a woman's cheated if she doesn't want you to know. And a woman will not cheat if you don't fuck up. I don't give a fuck how cool that motherfucker is over there and all that. The 9 times out of 10, a woman will not cheat unless you fuck up first. I'm keeping it. That's what I truly believe.
Bro, you gotta watch this. Watch that Netflix series, Sex is Life, yo. Because there's mental cheating. There's mental cheating where she's really not there.
I get that. That's what I'm saying. I understand that. That's possible. But women typically don't do that unless if they're satisfied at home. Florida Evans should have left James' ass a long time ago. Because he was, you know what I'm saying?
James was hard working.
But I get that. But like I say, it's just things that
What about old boy in Casino? What happened there? Huh?
That was a crackhead, bro.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What happened there? Casino. She cheated. What about all these brothers? What about all these brothers out here? All these brothers out here taking care of kids that ain't even theirs.
Dog, I'm telling you, bro.
What happened to that?
No. If she doesn't want you to know, you will never know. And okay, so mentally and physically cheating, they're two separate things. But when you combine the two, she's gone. There's nothing you can do, right? But if she's doing one or the other, you're saying the mental is more egregious than the physical. For me,
the physical, you just waiting on the right opportunity.
Right. So what if she say? Oh, I just got drunk with my girls and he got it. You know what I'm saying? You gonna, you know, I mean, I just don't think like so physical, like mentally, you saying like she liked the dude, she in love with the dude. She like him.
She at least like him. If she gonna give him something, she at least like him, or he raped her. It's one or two. It's one of the two things. She liked him. I don't care what she tell you, but I know she liked him. I like, how'd you say it last week? I know for a fact. Mm-hmm. Say, I know for a fact. I have talked to, on a platonic level, put my disclaimer out there, I have talked to several women who were married who say, you know what? I'm married because I married the safe guy. I married the guy who loved me more than I loved him because that's what you're supposed to do. I'm telling you, man. I know for a fact that happens. But there's still that guy out there who she's thinking about, who she's fantasizing about, who she's checking his social media, who she's doing all of this stuff. Mm-hmm. But she's doing all that. But at home is Johnny, who ain't going nowhere. He go right to work. He come right home. He providing for the family. He ain't doing nothing wrong. But if the opportunity presents himself, God forbid you and old boy in Vegas the same weekend, it's a wrap.
I understand. I understand what you're saying, but I'm gonna throw a caveat on that. What I was saying was that the woman is in love with her guy, so that situation wouldn't happen. Well, once a woman is all involved with you,
you don't think women marry to be safe?
I mean, I would assume they do. I think men marry to be safe as well. But I think a lot of times women do get married nowadays just to be married, to say, hey, I'm married. And they will stay in some bullshit just to say, hey, we're married. And we don't want to use that divorce word. What I'm saying is when everything is going well, that dude doesn't matter to her. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in a woman's head, but I've seen it. That dude doesn't matter to her. When that woman is rocking with you.
No, bro, yes, he does.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
Oh my God. We done talked about this.
No. When a woman is fully in love with you and wrapped up in you.
She will never be because she don't really love you.
I'm talking about if they are together. There is such thing as actual love side. It does exist, right? So in this crazy world I'm going to bring you in, where love actually does exist, right? And if a guy if a woman loves a guy, let me finish. If a woman truly loves a guy, don't unplug your internet either. If a woman truly loves a guy, the chances of her paying anybody else attention is super remote. It's super remote. They don't give a fuck. They are very loyal beings. And it's not until you fuck up is when that guy looks different to them.
You fucked up when you were born. I'm telling you, because that's not how it happens, bro.
Yo,
like,
I
okay,
know
let
this.
me ask you a question.
I'm telling you wrong.
Listen. Based on conversations we've had, we ain't never said disclaimer. Yeah, okay. 200 years ago, we ain't never said, "Yo, old girl got married. I know she don't really fuck with dudes like that. Like, but she married him. Because she married him because, you know what? She tired of putting up with your shit. She tired of you canceling plans. She tired of you having to do this. She tired of you having to do that. So she go ahead and marry old boy who's safe. He's cool. He's safe. He's everything that you think she would want to be, but she still got some love for you. And it might take a day, a month, a year. It might take 2 years, but she ain't where she want to be, man. She's not where she want to be.
Yeah, that does happen. But it
happens a lot. Women will marry. They like, a woman can get married. These women say, "Oh man, I can't find a husband." You can find a husband. It's just not the dude that you want. It's not the guy that you want to take to the black tie dinner, because you got to go out and get him a suit and you got to teach him what to say and do all this. So you can find a husband. It's just not the guy that you want. But I mean, I get this. Probably 95% of the women that watch our show, they can get gussied up. They can get gussied up, and they can go to Walmart tonight and get 4 or 5 numbers if they want to. But those ain't the guys that they want, man. It's not the guy that they want. The guy that they want is the guy. That's the guy that they putting all the subliminal messages up for, and she don't even know he ain't unfriended her, but he unfollowed her.
You're right about that. I can agree with you on that, on what you're saying there. But what I'm saying is, and hear me out. What I'm saying is, I'm talking about the women that are actually in love with their guys. That they love this guy, and they will go to ends of the earth.
Where are those 12% of women at?
But I'm saying it does exist. Those women will not pay anybody any attention, no matter what you are, until you fuck it up. You know what I'm saying? But I don't. There's no one can break that force field of a woman when she's got you.
If she's really in love, but if she found you off of a hurt, off of a rebound, off of man, how many times? Okay, throughout my life, I heard, "Oh man, I'm tired of dealing with the pretty boys. I'm gonna get me somebody who's gonna work hard and blah blah blah." So if she go to him off of that, then yeah, she might. But then as soon as he do something stupid, she right back, because it's your girlfriends in your ear. Girl, don't worry about all that. If he doing this and he doing that, you better go ahead. You can blah blah blah. Sean ain't gonna never act right. He gonna do what he want to do.
No one has ever said that about me, but yeah, if you want to use Sean as an example, yeah, we can use Sean as an example. But no, I get that. But that's with everybody though. But I'm talking, in terms of women, if they lock in on you, and they're rocking with you, and we all know when somebody really truly loves us, right? But if they're locked in on you, you're not looking for that, because they don't give that off. Love
is overrated, man. It ain't all about love, man. It's a combination of shit. Love, attraction, financial well-being. You need all of this stuff. Like, we've talked about the fact that women before have called you and I wild cards. Like, yo, I don't know. Women have told me before, I don't know what you might do. So it could be true. So before you start playing poker, man, I'm gonna go ahead and lay down these 2 pairs before I go with this wild card, because this wild card might leave my ass broke.
But that could be you as well, though.
The same two pairs.
Yeah, well, like for example, if you're saying okay, they're going to marry the safe choice, right? They get the safe choice, and so if they marry the safe choice and you're still hanging out there, yeah, that's one thing. You know, if it's just marriage based off the principles that you have outlined, that's one thing. I can grant that. You know, I can assume that could happen again, and she could be back on your doorstep or back on anybody else's doorstep if that's the play that was made. But if the play was made where you meet someone. You meet someone and you guys rock with each other. Like, you truly rock with each other. Like you guys in love and you know how men
that's rare. I think that's rare.
Let me get this out. So, it can happen though. And if it does happen and a man come and say, yo, he love her and she love him and all that, like whatever, it does happen. But I think that creates a force field around that relationship where no one can penetrate that. At least from the woman's side.
I agree with that.
That's what I'm saying. There's no one who can penetrate that. They're gonna be naysayers everywhere you go. But I truly believe if they rock with you based off the like principle, which means you like that person and you eventually fall in love with that person, it's gonna be tough to break into that. You know what I'm saying? But and if it does break down or something does start to the foundation start to crumble, I would say 99.9% of the time is because of some shit we did. Not women. Women rarely go out cheating. Like they go put their whole dress on and look. They don't really do that, bro. They really if that stuff is locked in, bro. Chances you getting a happily married woman, no, bro, it ain't gonna happen, bro. It ain't gonna happen.
I just don't agree. I don't think that those people that you speak about. I don't think that they come that often. I don't think that happens a whole lot. Where you got somebody who's just, she's just 100% in all the way around. I mean, man, 9 times out of 10, you look at somebody you used to date and you look at who they end up with and you like, yo, I know he disgusting her. Like, I know that's just not, I mean, but they might be in love for a minute.
So let me ask you a question. So how do you go into a relationship with a positive view on that person? If I'm not saying it's you, but if a person comes in with a thought similar to that, saying, "Hey, listen, that it'll never be there." How do you go into with a blinded look and say, "Listen, hey, I'm taking a chance." You take a chance on business, right? You take a chance on whatever, but you're not willing to take a chance on this person being, the one for you.
I think it depends on what you into. Like you have to depend. I think it depends on what your biggest what your issues are, or what your big, your deal breakers are as far as a mate. You see what I'm saying? Some people are not that into the physical. Some people are more into, how is he set up financially? Some people are, I mean, think about it. Hell, if Jay-Z wasn't rich, you think him and Beyonce together? You know what I'm saying?
So you okay? I mean,
I'm just asking. Like some people are like, man, I'm not worried about what he looked like. I'm worried about what he could do. And if this is a situation, some women have enough discipline to say, I'm not gonna mess up this meal ticket.
You know what, Chris? You're absolutely right on that. Listen, I will agree with you on that because I have strolled Facebook.
Right.
I have scrolled Facebook and Instagram, and I've seen some ungodly connections.
Right.
And as you follow these people. It comes crystal clear why that holy matrimony is together.
Oh God, yeah.
Because man, I've seen some ungodly connections, and I'm like, that has to be held together by Benjamin Franklin or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I just, I think that does exist out there, but I think it happens. I think what you're saying is more prevalent as you get a little older, and the clock starts ticking. You see what I'm telling you? Where they married for that comfort, they married for that that word to say I'm married and stuff like that, and they stay in that marriage with that under them same premises. Like I'm comfortable, I don't feel like going through this. I'm here for the kids, but they get all of that. And it's unfortunate because a lot of times when you're in those situations, you don't truly understand or you don't truly experience happiness. And I think happiness is one of the most overlooked aspects of life. Convenient, and financial trumps happiness. I would think in just about a lot of the marriages that
depending on how low you were before you got high, like how how broke you were before you ran into this money. You see what I'm saying? Like if you were on every month figuring out how to pay your rent, and now Big Ugly can make sure you straight every month. Then for about the next couple of years, you straight until you get comfortable with it, and then it may change, man. Like I'm telling you, it just depends. It depends on
what's the side dude name?
Big Ugly. Yeah, if Big Ugly can say, you know what, yo, like, because what you got to realize, man, the ability to be able to be alone is like a damn superpower. You see what I'm saying? Because that boredom creates a lot of families and kids and shit that should not be here. You know what I'm saying? Not that shouldn't be here, that end up being here. So the ability to be alone and say, you know what, man, I'm chilling. I'm at the house. I'm gonna have me a drink. I'm sitting down chilling. I don't need to go out or I don't need to, answer these DMs. I don't need to do that. That's I mean, it's precious, man, because it's like we've talked about before, and I think, both of us being divorced, and I think anybody who has been married and divorced, I think you have earned the right to be selective, because you should know at the point when you're divorced, this is something that I do not want to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Or I would not deal with. So I'm not going to start dealing with it because I know where it could end up. Because a lot of times, I mean, we human, man, one equals two equals three equals four equals five. Next thing you know, remarried, and you're like, damn, I said I wouldn't do this again with somebody I'm really not into, or I'm blah, blah, blah. And you end up doing it. So I think a lot of it just depends on your discipline and your ability to be able to be alone. That's like a gift and a curse, because it's a gift because you're comfortable, but it's a curse because you like, shit, man. Sometimes you don't give people the chance that they deserve. It's like, oh, one dumb thing is like, oh, okay, I'm done.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with that, bro. It is a gift and a curse. But I think if you unfortunately, as it does sound, if you do go through a divorce or you go through a nasty breakup or what have you, that time, that valley time, which I mean that you're down between after your breakup, whatever, and you truly going through a breakup, you're not going back or whatever, divorce. That time down in that valley is very important. You have to cultivate whatever you have down there. If it seems like it's going to be rocky or whatever, but you have to cultivate that rock and turns it into something. And then when you come back on the other side of that, you will be more selective, and chances are you going back down that road again are slim to none, because you spent some actual time alone. And for me personally, I think if you got divorced or you went through a nasty breakup, I think at least 2 years is the optimal time to get yourself back together. You know what I'm saying? Just get yourself back together, do what you need to do, blah, blah. But I think a lot of times people do the rush method where they go down and they're so scared of being alone, or so scared of being by themselves. It fucks their judgment up going forward. But if you spend your time down in that valley, you will see some things that you wouldn't see had you skipped that valley section. You went right back, and some things you would miss that. But now your senses are so robust, you're not going to miss very much, whether the good's, bad, or ugly. You're not going to miss very much. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's that time apart, or that time by yourself is super duper important, bro. But yo, man, I just want to say, man, Sai and I talked last night, and we just kind of went over these numbers that we got in the past since we started the podcasts, whatever, on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook. And I just want to say thank you for everybody who's been rocking with us for 14 weeks and that's continuing to rock with us, that send us messages, ask us to come to your events and all of that. We sincerely appreciate what we saw last night in terms of things, that the viewership of what people has been that we've seen just over the last month. And we sincerely appreciate that. So we pay it forward, and that's what's up, bro. You know what I'm saying, son?
Definitely, man. Hey, he's humble, man. Those numbers were crazy, man. And I'm astounded, man. I can't believe it. Man, we're excited. We're excited about things to come. Like we said, man, we should be doing our first live podcast August 22nd. Man, we're trying to get some stuff together for definitely for homecoming to Shaw, a couple more homecomings. Man, it's getting bigger than we thought it would get.
Yo, man, and like I said this all the time. I couldn't think of nobody else I would rather do this with than my homie, my brother, and the things that we've been able to do in the short time we have been doing it. Thanks to everybody that came on that came as guests on our show, people that just watch us, the people that comment us, people that just interact with us any kind of way you interact with us, good, bad, or ugly. Yo, I sincerely appreciate Si. We sincerely appreciate that the Podcases together. We sincerely appreciated anybody who's done anything with us. We sincerely appreciate that. Anybody that asks us to do something and we agreed to it, we sincerely appreciate you even reaching out to us. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure.
So July is winding down. And August is going to be wide open. Cultivating with my man Si's birthday. We're going to be rocking the cases live on his birthday weekend. So it's going to be dope. So that's when we kick it all off. We're going to start posting our dates of where we're going and how we're going to do our thing. And can you believe it, bro? The cases are going on the road, dog.
Yo, we going we going on the road, man.
The cases are going on the road, bro.
Oh yeah, we'll have a good time, man.
It's gonna be a great time, man. And thanks to everybody that we sent some stuff out to for being exceptional podcases. You know what I'm saying? As we call them, this is a people show. Thank you for everybody that trusts us enough to give you your address. to send you some stuff. But yo, if anybody want any swag or whatever, we do offer it to our super loyal listeners and all that, super loyal viewers and all that. I can't say enough, bro. I'm humbled beyond words. It's been dope. So everybody who tuned in this week, you know what I'm saying? We want to thank our esteemed guests, the Sisters with JEEPS, bro. That was dope. The podcast is going to do something, pay it forward to them. Tania Davis, thank you so much. We really appreciate that. Yo, we 14 in, coming back next week with number 15. You know what I'm saying? Can you believe it, my brother?
Hey, I cannot believe we 14 in. But even more importantly, do not attack me for my opinions in my inbox. Send that message to our producer.
Hey, listen, if you got anything you want to say to the show, you want us to read a letter on the show, we're going to do this every week. We're going to start going through our mailbox and reading every letter that we get, the ones that we can get on. Just go to media, send us an email to media@thepodcases.com, or you can just go to the Podcases Instagram, Facebook, or whatever, Twitter, and just drop us something, and we will interact with it, say it on our joint here. It's been super fun. I'm good, bro. Anything you want to add before we let the people do their thing for the Sunday?
Nah, man. Everybody have a good Sunday night, man. Start your work week strong this week. Blessings to everybody.
Yeah, man. So thanks to everybody, Kenyatta, Tanya, everybody that's been rocking with us this week, man. 14 has been dope. 15 is next week. Yo, salute to everybody. God bless. Have a great week. Great Sunday night. Salute.